first period seemed like it might have been a little bit what you were worried about, but it bounced back good in the second and get things done from there.
Yeah, if that's what you want to call it. It's just we win and we're leaving. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's not too much to discuss about the game, so it's just good that we got the 2 points.
Is that what it's about, though, at this point of the season? It's not necessarily games aren't going to be pretty. And
it wasn't pretty, right? It was not pretty, but as long as you get the 2 points and get out, and now I'm already thinking about practice. They have tomorrow off. We get our practice, a big weekend and back-to-back. It's not style points right now. It's just trying to keep your concentration and just grind away to get points.
It did seem like, though, in the second period, because the first period you guys had the puck a lot, gave up a lot of odd-man rushes. The second period...
Beginning of the period, we're just way too risky on the top of the zone, especially against Bedard's line. We're just way too risky making lateral plays. One is a bad break. Coots runs into Cam and it causes an odd man. Second period, we're better. We wanted to play more north. It generated a few more chances, but, I'm not criticizing the game. It's a game that I was worried about after the game ended out there in the outdoors. So we got the 2 points. We're getting out of here.
Talking about that line you put together with Morgan, Travis, and Joel, it seems like they just have the puck a lot. TK said you kind of have to reel them in sometimes, but what do you like about that trio?
Didn't like a whole hell of a lot of it tonight. They were too lateral. TK makes a great play, a one-on-one play on his goal, which is a very important goal. But I think I've had TK with Cooch for quite a while. It just hasn't been working for either one of them. I want to change it up, so I'm going to have Frosty center him a bit. Not sure. I got to look at the tape. I'm not sure what it's going to look like to me. I actually didn't like the line tonight for most of the game, especially situational play. So, but we'll see. I'm not going to judge too much on tonight's game. It was just an ugly game. We grinded away, and we ended up finding a way to win.
With TK, you mentioned, I believe it was Saturday, you mentioned about how you don't want to put the reins on him. You need to let him be him. He scores that goal. It's a minute into a shift, and you're kind of shocked that he even has that kind of energy to go around that defenseman. Is that kind of what you mean by something just got to let him be him?
Yeah, and he kind of stutters with it in the neutral zone. I thought he was going to lose it, and then he saw some ice and played. He has to concentrate on his shift lengths. We're always going to try to keep everybody accountable there. I'm never worried if he gets extended out there because he has such a great engine. He's such a well-conditioned athlete. And those are the things. I mean, I coached a guy in Columbus, Panarin. He is the best player I've seen play tired. It's something some people have. TK has a little bit of that in him. When he's tired, but he still sees an opening, he takes a chance, he finds a way. So that's part of who he is, and I'm not going to take that away from him.
We talked about Hathaway the other day, and now he's now has 2 goals in 3 games.
Who?
Garnett Hathaway.
Yes.
Is it great to finally see him get rewarded with the goals after everything that he's done all season?
Jackie, that's exactly what I said to Rock after he scored the goal. It's about time he got rewarded. That line was a very important line for us here tonight. It's such a line I can use in so many different spots. They played very well. Casey, on the goal, Casey was just a quick release, which was a really good offensive play by him, and Garney finds a way in the blue. And that's one line that I liked tonight. I wasn't too crazy about any of the other lines, but that's one line I had trust in tonight.
And Sam Ersson talked on Saturday about he needs to control the rebounds a little bit better. Mm-hmm. Did you see that from him tonight?
Better tonight, yeah. Made some key saves at key times.
I was going to say that save in the first period.
Yes,
save.
yes.
From your perspective,
yeah.
thoughts?
It's. I think that's the one when Coots and Yorkie run into one another on top of our zone. It's just a huge save, especially at the beginning of the game. Getting the lead is such an important thing in this league, and huge save by him. And he looked more confident tonight than he did in the outdoor game.
You mentioned about Noah and that line. You watched him last year, obviously. You saw him at his best. Do you think he's getting closer to getting back to that level?
Yeah, I think it's like I've said, it's a different year for him. He's not getting the same amount of ice time. He's back on wing, which I think he does feel comfortable there. But the injury hampers him a little bit. He's just got to get into the flow. I think he has to find some of that in his game, and if that line keeps on playing, he's going to be in the flow, and I think that'll help him. So I will never count him out as far as being a huge part of this organization, because he does so many good things that people don't even notice. I just want some offense out of him. I want him not to play safe. I want him to take a chance. That's a really good offensive play by him. Getting the puck and getting rid of it right away before the goal. Really good play, so it's encouraging.